Приветствую уважаемого читателя, а теперь еще и зрителя Ruconsole. Меня зовут Шелби. Это Kingdom Come Deliverance и... Ай да сразу! Играть. А в прошлой серии... Кстати, я в конце прошлой серии выпил шнапса, который позволяет сохраняться. И алкогольное опьянение наступит не сразу. Мир становится четче, и меня начинает пошатывать. Знаете, что я заметил в прошлой серии? У нас есть сундук. Я хоть и сын кузнеца, как понимаете. Ау. Отлично. Мы получили новое умение. И поскольку здесь большинство элементов повязано на реализме, сын кузнеца действительно не мог читать в то время. Поэтому... Я ничего не понимаю. Нетвердой походкой я захожу в дом с гвоздями для Терезы. Отвар из календулы. В течение 1 минуты вылечить легкие раны или избавить их похмелья. Парни у ворот, которые дали мне меч. Похоже, я пригласил их сегодня вечером в корчму. Охой, нагуляемся же сегодня.
Henry, are you all right?
Я уже протрезвел, на самом деле.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time!
Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Прямо за мной бежит гад. Отлично началась серия. Ничего, Генри, мы вернемся сюда. Главное не сковырнуться отсюда. Итак, тут нас обучает управлять лошадью. Но черта с два, эта женщина пострадает. Ай, слишком много дьявола. За мной уже вышла погоня. Давай, родная, уноси нас отсюда. Давай, родная, топи.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Топи, родная, Генри, держись. Шевелись, плотва. Нужно от них удрать. Нужно удрать. Держись, родная, держись. Держись, держись, держись. Нагоняет, родная.
Flee! Run for it!
Устала уже.
They'll kill you all!
Давай, давай.
Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Who's in there? Tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, They can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Вот мы и прибыли в деревню. Как в одночасье все изменилось в худшую сторону.
What's happening with that blacksmith?
He sent his apologies, sir. He can't come tomorrow. The soonest he can manage is before noon the day after tomorrow.
Well, I suppose it can wait another day. Tell him to come then.
I will, sir. Thank you.
Ждите, при всем уважении, я очень голоден. Я не зря захватил с собой лук. Только что мы подслушали разговор про кого-то кузнеца. Быть может, я смогу чем-то помочь. Как в одночасье все изменилось для Генри. И я действительно гнал лошадь. Я действительно просто терзал эти поводья. Лошадь уже на последнем издыхании бежала. И это очень важный интерактивный опыт для игрока. Смотрите, мы гнали по дороге вот вдоль ручья. Пробежали через Ровну. Я думаю, Ровно у них следующая на очереди. Как Генри нехорошо. И парню попали в ногу. Представляете, что такое попасть... Быть раненым в ногу и истекать кровью, сидя верхом на лошади и пытаясь убежать.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Тут же нас оповещает о голоде, о том, что далеко не всем можно преспокойно наесться. При всем уважении, наверное, мне Боже, я так голоден.
Look where you... Oh, watch where you're going.
Я так голоден. Столько всего. Мэм. Надеюсь, я...
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Леди, вы не возражаете, если я поем из котелка? Думаю, достаточно. А вы не возражаете, если я возьму что-нибудь про Сабас? Видимо, нет. Меня просто вырубает. Я начал говорить о том, что я потратил все отмычки, пытаясь взломать соседний дом. Ой, соседний дом. Я пытался взломать сундук в соседнем доме. Голод подтолкнул меня на это. И тут мне любезно предложили воспользоваться их кухней. Все-таки полезно быть порой раненым перебежчиком. Благодарю вас, миледи. Боже, как хочу спать. Вот именно в ней я и хотел взломать сундук. Закрой за собой дверь. Собирайся трубиться до утра. У меня грязные сапоги. И мне посоветовали убедительно их снять. Завтра будет новый день.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but... Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Move in, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Заметили, все-таки снял ботинки. Генри, на удивление, хорошо приняли. Даже очень хорошо. И это задушевная беседа с женщиной. Извините. Вот, ребят, вы как хотите, а я поставил себе за цель взломать тот сундук. Темная ночь.
Keep your old wives' tale to yourself. Anyway, you think Sigismund wouldn't catch up with us in the forest? Here, at least we have a chance to defend ourselves. Well, it's deep, and we've got decent stumps to do. All they have to do is email some stolid soul and tell them everything. Not that I'm falling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place, it's right here in the college.
Свидетель невольного разговора.
Good day to you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Быть может, твой товарищ знает.
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz, and now he's come to take Talmberg. This storm is a sign from God. We should have fled to the woods.
После всех несчастий Генри разбудили ночью.
I reckon. There's too few of us. And anyway, we ain't prepared for a siege. And if we've really got such a big army, we might not even hold out against the first offensive.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though. It can handle a siege.
The best thing would be to join forces with Skalitz and wipe Sigismund's bastards off the face of the earth.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
You might be right. For sure, Sigismund ain't no fool. Backstabbing swine, maybe. But no fool.
You're right there.
God be with you.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Skalitz folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
My respects to you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Я понимаю этого парня.
Do
Только
you
что
think
сам
we can
стал.
drive back Sigismund's forces?
Столько всего на Генри нахлынуло. Парень, смертельно уставший, раненый, прискакал. И тут его ночью снова подняли. И все вокруг на стене шепчутся, и никто не понимает, что происходит.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled. Report everything to me at once. Understood?
Какие-то подтормаживания пошли. Я говорил же, что игра достаточно сырая, и ее проверят патчами.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Hey!
На самом деле я даже благодарен за то, что меня поставили в холодную ночь с холодной и мокрой одежде патрулировать стену. Что там, никого нет больше. Как говорится, несу патруль. Кстати, я не знаю, каким супер маслом у них политы факелы, что они не гаснут под дождем. Ну вы поняли.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Ага. Но пан же сказал без дела не сидеть. На самом деле я хочу найти какой-нибудь...
Hey, watch it.
Прости.
I'll remember you.
Не надо, не надо. Я этого не хотел. Я бы сейчас присел где-нибудь. Неприметно. Чтобы меня не нашли. Ты попал во взрослый мир, Генри. Поэтому надо немного выкручиваться. Что это? Это механизм врат, видимо. Нет. Нет. Я гость здесь, и вообще это неправильно. Подожди, я проглядел, я могу здесь сесть? Давайте подождем до утра. Кстати, я 10 утра, наверное, это... Ну что, господа, сидим и ждем. Входи. Что-то происходит. Не дают поспать. На самом деле об этом даже вообще заикаться нельзя. Сейчас все очень серьезно. Серия сама по себе на самом деле достаточно серьезная, если прочувствовать ее.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scallis and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land
and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvard. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle where he has little chance of defense to another where he has even less.
Извините за проблемы со звуком.
Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
На самом деле мудрости пана Дириша нельзя не подивиться. Он спас сейчас не только жизни всех этих людей, но и целый город. Знаете что? Я вам скажу. Конечно же, знаете, что я скажу. Похорони своих родных, поговори с паном, заполучи лошадь. Где я? Остановил свою лошадь, вы помните? Если не ошибаюсь, я могу свистнуть. Благодать. Утро нового дня принес угрозу и мир после нее. Я хочу, чтобы люди в этом замке, в этой деревне считали меня не просто чужаком. Я хочу вершить для них добрые дела. Хочу дать им понять, что у меня нет плохих намерений. Ристалище — это место для поединков, я так понимаю. Вот оно.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Unarmed crowman cornered by a bar, and he ripped one of the beams out of it and
Hey!
them all with it.
It's all the same to me. Nobody could do it.
I swear to God, that's exactly what I heard from that merchant.
Fuck! We escaped certain death by the skin of our teeth.
Aye, we surely did.
Did you see them horrible foreign soldiers? Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces. Aye, I saw them. Made my blood run cold. I heard they eat their prisoners and make broth from corpses. God in heaven. Man-eaters. For Christ's sake. Where did you hear such a thing? I hear our scouts found a fresh pile of human bones at the edge of Scalit's Woods. Mary, Mother of God, preserve us.
Indeed. I couldn't believe it.
Вообще-то слухи могут оказаться нам полезными.
I reckon someone must be playing a trick on me and they were hiding in the bushes just to have a laugh. But not a soul anywhere.
That's a piece of good fortune then. We ought to celebrate.
By all means. The best of it is that pair of idiots, Prokop and Ondra, were walking right ahead of me, and they never even noticed the purse. And it was lying there right in the middle of the road.
You're a lucky man.
This time, but it all evens out in the end anyway.
Aye, true enough. God's millstones will grind you down eventually.
Вообще, что это я творю? Что же это я творю? Мы только что избежали смерти. Ой, занятие. Как же грех не выпить за это, я считаю. Подождите, если это замок. Могу ли я покинуть эту деревушку, чтобы осмотреться в окрестностях? Вы позволите?
My respects to you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Тут он намекает, как работает вообще система обмана, ну, система маскировки, я так скажу. Можно одеть наряд какого-то воина и пробраться на вражескую территорию, притворившись им. Здесь вы пропустите меня. Надо порадовать повариху. Я полагаю, сообщить добрую весть. Однако я все равно достаточно пьян для разговоров.
God save. Can I help you with anything?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks. I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Не упади, когда ты это говоришь. Пожалуй, какое-то время от меня будут сторониться, как от пьяни. В общем, в башню с доспехами я забрался. Это место мы уже видели, патрулировали ночью. И вроде как подо мной периодически ходит стражник. Проверяет все это дело. И чтобы что-то открыть, нужно, как вы понимаете, отмычки. Но я уже занимаюсь, короче, делом. Воруем, пока воруется. Кто сказал воровать? Мы обзаводимся средствами для самозащиты. На самом деле это весьма и весьма стрёмно, чем я занимаюсь. А без отмычек мне не выполнить того, чего я хочу. Поэтому стоит вернуться и поговорить с паном. Как я уже говорил, моя идея прокрасться с помощью доспехов. Стража пошла прахом ввиду отсутствия отмычек. Их нужно покупать за деньги, чего я принципиально не буду делать. Следовательно, целый пласт воровства, целый пласт геймплейного воровства у нас отходит на задний план. Но лук со стрелами и щит я все-таки своровал.
My respects to you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Не получилось. Но зато мы обрели новый уровень. Так, получается, я могу прокачать красноречие. Все, как я понимаю, да? Ну, вы уже могли заметить, что я акцентируюсь в основном на диалоге, поэтому красноречие — это наш шанс. Когда торговец теряет терпение, торгуй с вами, вы получите еще одну возможность. С торговцами я не собираюсь прям уж так торговаться. Во время разговоров со знатью и богатыми людьми красноречие усиливается на 3 единицы. Не сочетается с умением простолюдин. Это наш человек. Ну, на самом деле нам уже дали одну зацепку, как выбраться из замка.
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
You here again, boy? Didn't I tell you how much trouble I'd be in if I let you, of all people, out?
Все, Генри был
Hey, who's there?
наиотвратительнейший план. Его не выпускали из замка, и он решил отплатить своим спасителям хорошей монетой. Из замка мы выбрались, и теперь наши союзники представляют для нас некоторую угрозу. Поскольку мы были заключены под стражей, убивать нас никто не станет. Но замок вернут. А теперь Генри нужно выбираться из деревни. По деревне ходил патруль. Таким образом, я отрезал себе путь к лошади. И это значит, что мне придется совершать пеший путь до деревни. Мне хочется проведать это место. Хочу узнать, что там. Стелсовая механика в действии, что называется. Перед тем, как отправляться в деревню, я должен разведать свою родную деревню. Я должен разведать обстановку и, может, где-нибудь разжиться даже снаряжением. Как бы стыдно не было, Генри должен это сделать. Безрассудство можно объяснить тем, что Генри очень обеспокоен похоронами родителей. А взмокнуть пришлось. Купальня. Охрана ходит по берегу, и мне придется петлять. У меня очень выгодная позиция, я смогу осмотреть все дороги деревни и выбрать наиболее оптимальный для себя обходной путь. Деревушка небольшая, но прикольная. Как там с нашей карты-то? Мы двигаемся прям в нужном направлении. Природа. Надеюсь, эти дороги никто не патрулирует, потому что мне очень бы не хотелось столкнуться с местной стражей. Чувствуешь себя как вор курятника. К слову об охране. Если я не попаду в нелепую ситуацию, когда ходит и патрулирует. Стоит дождаться. Или же пойти по берегу. Слушайте, если я пойду по берегу, очень рискованно. Хорошо. Вы не возражаете?
Something the matter?
К кожевнику пришли.
My respects to you.
Have you got any work that needs doing?
Not much. Unless you're not averse to a bit of risk.
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy them from the master huntsman, and he never gives me enough. I'd hunt them down myself, only he keeps a close watch on me. But you now...
Well, I don't think the master huntsman would be any happier about me hunting on his preserve.
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me. And sometimes I have to fill an order and I need something in particular, in which case I would pay you extra. And if you help me out a few times, I might be able to teach you something useful.
Весьма выгодно.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I'm in need of boar hides, believe it or not. They don't make very good leather, but the cobbler uses it to make cheap shoes. And there's a lot of demand before autumn.
Ну что ж, собираемся совершить самое опрометчивое решение в нашей жизни. Искать корчму в деревне, где меня ищут, очень опасно, а родители ждут. В самом переносном, что ни на есть смысле, конечно. Поэтому мне приходится отправляться пешком. Это очень отвратительная идея на самом деле. Но ничего не поделаешь. Пусто у вас тут. Лагерь. Вон там люди. Сам лагерь как-то пуст до неприличия.
Looks like they've already gone.
Ну, я предлагаю на этом трагическом моменте закончить вторую серию. Эта серия, безусловно, оказалась драматической, если отнестись к этому с пониманием. На Генри столько всего нахлынуло, он столько всего пережил, и благодаря моему, под моим руководством он добровольно сбежал из замка, где его все равно за ним присматривали, его кормили, ему дали ночлег, но я сбежал, потому что за родителями. То, что за родителями. В следующей серии, я так понимаю, нам придется столкнуться или не столкнуться с кем-то, кто остался в деревне. Может быть, там никого действительно и нет. То, что я пошел без лошади, это, конечно, топать и топать теперь. Что ж, всем удачи, увидимся в следующей серии. Ruconsole на связи.
Accept your new name and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.